What's going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had an unbelievable week and everyone made a lot of money. So here into the charts we go. So we're going to look at Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN, because it has just had an unbelievable breakout and it exhibits just incredible price action. So here's kind of how I'm looking at things. We were obviously in this descending parallel, right? You could see the touch points, you could see the overthrows, both on the lower end as well as the high end. And then we had this inverse head and shoulders pattern. So I want to show you what that kind of looked like here. Show you kind of what that shapes out to be. So we had this, right? So you had your left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then we just had a breakout. It was interesting how they just gapped us up, right? And that was on the news that they were going to be included in the S&P. So we had this massive buy candle here, and then from there we essentially, it's a bull flag, right? So we had this. Let me just show you kind of what that looks like. So we had this move up, right? Boom. So we had this move up, and then we had this bullish consolidation, and you can see that was, in the form of this descending kind of wedge pattern, right? And then from there, we had this nice close above it. Then we had a close back in it, right? So we didn't have confirmation. And then we had this explosion. Although it was pretty well telegraphed, I thought, how it was going to do that, especially how it closed back in here. So I thought they might it might do something like this, and it did. It exploded. I had some call options, and I got out too early, obviously, but that's okay. I did not think it was going to blow through this previous high right here. So I took some off the table in this 277 range, and then obviously that day regretted it. It went way higher, but I still have my core position in my in a stock position. So like I said, I took off the calls, but it is what it is. I made a nice chunk of change on those, and you can never be unhappy with a nice profit. So then we had this candle close and I shaped this out because this is what I call a supply zone. So we have this supply zone here. You can see as it broke down, came back up, just supply, and then that obviously forced it down. So what did we do on this breakout candle? Went into the supply zone and then closed pretty much right at it, right? So then today we had another really good move with a really, really nice candle. So this looks to me like it's going higher. So I kind of see something like this. It's going to run out of steam, I think, as it hits this median line. And then hopefully we get this. I think we're obviously going to get this nice pullback. And then from here, it could consolidate, do another kind of bull flag, so maybe something like this, and then go higher. Or it can look something like this. It can go, that might be it, depending on what the market does next week. We might not even get that move in there. Or if we do, it still could come in and do something like this, which would also be healthy, right? Just a different kind of consolidation, right? Maybe something like that or something smaller, and then we go higher. Either way, I think it's shaping up to go higher, especially with Bitcoin. And this is interesting because it's actually moving against Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's going down, and this is moving higher. Obviously, this had some news as that they're going to tokenize stocks and things like that. But the charts are the charts, right? And this is a proxy for Bitcoin. So, I have my own take on Bitcoin. I think we're going to have a nice little shakeout on it, and then it's game on. I think we're going to absolutely launch along with the broader markets and all of that. So here's kind of what I see on Coinbase. We're going to definitely have some supply coming in here. I could see this easily going to 340 before we get any real meaningful pullback. That could take us down into this area, maybe retest the 200 DMA. So this is kind of how I see it. RSI looks good. Stochastics look good. This definitely has some room to move a little bit more. But what we want to see is we want to see consolidation in here, and we want to see that consolidation is going to give us life and give us energy to go higher. You don't want to just see it continue to go higher. If you do, and it could, you're going to see a sharper pullback, and that's just how things are. So that's the analysis on Coinbase. In terms of an area to get back in, if you're looking for entry points, this area, obviously, a retest of this 275 level is absolute money, and that's why you can see I have my alert set in there, because I'm going to be buying back there. I'll be buying some calls. I might add to my core position. Really just depends on price action. But just look at this buy volume. I mean, this is silly, right? This thing is going higher. I love this chart. I love this chart. So it would be a gift if we get this next week, 274, 75, 77, in that range. Anywhere in here would be fantastic, right? So draw a little box here. Let's do a little demand zone. I mean, if we got anything like that in here, and let me make that green. Settings, let's make that bad boy green. Why is it not letting me? Oh well, I don't know why. Come on. I have no clue. Anyways, I'm just gonna take it off. You get the gist. So pullback to there would be incredible. What else? Let's see what else we got here. See what else. Let me see if I'm seeing anything else to share with you guys. No, I think that's about it. Yeah, I mean, just if you're in a position now, be conservative on that, and just know where this is going to, where you're going to get this overhead supply. If you're not in a position, that 275 level, 276 level is money. So again, I'll remind everyone, I am not a financial advisor. Everything I do on this channel is strictly for educational purposes only, to show you what I am doing with my personal portfolio, and to just share the knowledge, share the love, share the education, and help traders that really are grasping to really understand technical analysis. Because as a new trader, it sometimes seems so far out of reach, and I remember that feeling distinctly when I was a trader. So guys, I'm really doing my best to show you the technical analysis, to show you why things are moving, where things are moving, not just projections and price points and price targets and things like that, but I truly want to teach you guys so that you have confidence and you have the ability to do this when guys like myself aren't here to show. So anyways, I digress. Sorry to be so long-winded, but it really is important to me that I educate along with all the price targets and things like that, because I really do want to help others. I was fortunate enough to be mentored and to learn under a really amazing trader, Garrett Soloway. Big shout out to him and Verified Investing. Those guys are awesome. The coursework, the course that they offer, the Winning Trader series, it's absolutely incredible, and it'll change your life. I mean, it literally changed my life. So not to go on too much of a rant or digress too much here, but I did want to share that. So shout out to those guys. They're awesome. Love them. If you don't know too much about it, check it out. This isn't a plug. I'm not endorsed by them. It's just I'm sharing my own personal experience. So again, thanks for tuning in. If you see value in this channel and see value in my analysis, please be sure to show the love. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Tick that little bell and you'll get notifications as I bring them to you in real time. Because at the end of the day, all we want to do is make money, and we're going to do it together. And everybody is rowing in the same direction. So everyone, take care. See you on the next one.